In today's video, I'm going to be updating my goals journal and setting up some monthly goals for February. So stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and I'm a girl with plans. I want to thank you all for stopping by today. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button while you're here. So yes, we are going to be in my goals journal. And this is like the first time that I've done like a end of the month reset in my new goals journal, because last year I was doing kind of like a planning pages. This year I decided to go all out and have a goals journal. So when I set up my quarterly goals, I did this thing. And now looking back at it, I'm happy I did it. This was very painful to create because I have a lot of focus areas or like things that I really want to kind of work on throughout the first quarter. Some of these will also be second and third quarter type focus areas, but I need to rate myself on all of these. So you can see there's quite a bit there. Then we had my January, like monthly, I want to call them focus areas. I guess I really don't want to call them goals. So I've already kind of gone through to like figure out where I was slacking and things like that. I needed to do that prior to, me doing my reflections for the month, which I have already done. I did that off camera. Basically what I do is I just kind of jot down some things here. So I'm not going to like go over this because instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to update these, and I figured I'll just chat about that stuff while I go over this. And we can kind of see where I'm slacking. Yeah, I guess I'm slacking versus lacking. Because it seems like that has been the month of January. It's just been a very busy month for me. Just as far as life goes, and that has kind of pushed other things back a little bit. Plus I've been going through extreme exhaustion. So when I'm like done with my work day and things like that, I just don't want to do anything. I just want to kind of lay around, which is okay, but I'm just not getting a lot of things done that I really want to do that I think will help improve my life overall. So that's when it becomes a problem. So I'm going to like try to figure that out this month a little bit, because I'm gonna still be busy this month. And I think it is the time to kind of figure out how to, like, on those months that you're super busy and you're super tired, how to still adjust to kind of have semi-productive afternoons instead of lazy afternoons. So that's like my goal for this month. Let's face it, that's like gonna be one of my things that I'm gonna try to figure out. We'll see how that works. So here we go. First thing, better utilization of time. I was like, create balanced routines and stick to them. And the routines I was kind of thinking about was morning, midday, evening, and bedtime. I don't know that I've actually done anything as far as my midday goes, just because that's kind of, I haven't really done anything midday. Like on my work days, I'm working. I haven't really taken those lunch breaks that I've talked about wanting to do. So yeah, evening is still a struggle. And I think I need to add a little bit more to my morning and bedtime. So my action steps were to create the routines. I did create the routines. I'm going to redo those routines. We'll see that a little bit later. Reevaluate and modify as needed. So that's kind of where it is. All right. So for January, so I was at a 5 for the entirety of 2024. I am now just going to rate myself for the month of January. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I was at a 5, so now I'm a 4. No, I'm just going to be rating myself for this specific month, because it's just too hard to figure out. Because when you're looking at the year as a whole, you're going to have ups and downs, and that's what kind of like led me to the 5. But for the month of January, I'm going to give myself a 2. A 2. I don't know if I've ever given myself that low of one. This is why I mentioned when I was doing my setup of my goals, of this goals journal, and I was going through the painful process of setting all of these pages up. And I said, like Moxie Life has a great system. I actually have a Moxie Life planner I've never used. Maybe next year I'll like try to incorporate this into that. We'll see. But I can't really give a score on an area of my life because there's so many parts to that area of my life that are like kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum. So that's why I'm kind of like giving myself scores on these like little individual things. So yeah, I gave myself a 2 because I have been doing the essentials that are a part of my routine. So I am doing, all right. So you already saw the 2. And by the way, I could like try to find these colors again and do it. I'm just going to use one color per month. We're just not. It would look so much prettier if I kept uniformity. We ain't got time for that. So I gave myself a 2 and I said like doing the essentials that are part of my routine, like skincare, house care, things that you kind of have to do. Like you can't, like you can skip it, but you shouldn't skip it type thing. I'm good with that. Right. And that is a big part of my morning and nighttime routine. So you might say, okay, well, if I'm doing good at that, maybe I should be a 5. No, because there are other little things, like anything that I can skip or anything in the morning, I can be like, oh, I can do that as part of my evening routine. I put off and then I don't do it in the evening. Come on, let's be real. Anytime you say you could put stuff off, it's for me this month, it's just never gotten done. And that's kind of how the routines have been. Like I haven't really stuck with those optional things. Well, I don't really have anything optional in there, but I've been making a lot of things optional as part of my routine. Like my Spanish practice, my journaling. Like journaling really does need to be essential. And I'm not talking about the creative journaling and these pretty ones. I'm talking about my little notebook that I have on my bedside table that just helps me like, decompress from the day. So yeah. All right. Daily planning, pre-plans for the week and assess the week prior every Sunday. I haven't really been assessing the week prior. I guess in a way I have been because you kind of do that without thinking about it when you're planning for the week ahead. But I haven't been really doing a deep dive I haven't been evaluating to see if I need to make changes. I've been more assessing to see what needs to be put into what I didn't do the 1 week, so need to be doing the next week. That's about the limit of my assessing the situation. Map out daily tasks and check in with planners 2 times a day. I have been doing that. So that's number 2. So right now I was at a 6 for the whole year. And that was fair for the whole year. Like when I looked at 2024 as a whole. For the month of January, I've been good. I'm going to still say a 6 because I fell off for probably about a week and a half. And then I switched planners. And like the new planner gave me new life. It wasn't like much of a drastic change. It went from a daily to a daily planner, but it just worked. I don't know why. It worked. Now for pre-planning for the week and assessing the week prior every Sunday, I'm going to give myself a 5 there too. So I'm still kind of where I was at the end of last year. Like this was mainly because, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same reasoning. This like last year, it's like half the year I did good, half the year I did bad, half the month I did great, half the month I didn't. For this pre-planning thing, I felt like I didn't do a great job at it. So like I might have done it every week. So you might be like, why am I not giving myself higher? I just feel like I've done the minimal. So that's why I'm giving myself a 5. All right. So it's basically, I have been consistent, just not thorough. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to read my writings. I'll just repeat what I say on here because I'm just writing to write. Invest in self-improvement, document wins and successes, and journal. I wanted to do affirmations and gratitude. I have some ideas. So invest in self-improvement. For this one, I'm going to give myself a 5. Like I gave myself a 6.5 there because I had just signed up for my massage and I still have the massage. I still I feel like I can do better. That's why I'm doing it there. That's what I'm going to put on here. I feel like I can do better. All right. And then the document and journal. So I did a video a few weeks ago where I was setting up my new daily journal and I titled it Daily Journal because I was trying to do daily journaling and a hemlock and oak daily planner did not work. So I switched to an Archer and Olive just dot grid notebook, and that is going to be my weekly journal. So I am doing either a 1-page spread, 1-page, or a 2-page spread for the entire week. And that has worked thus far. I did start it in the middle of the month, so I can only say it's been going good for 2 weeks. But I like that aspect better. It's a little bit less pressure. And it works. Right now, I'm not in a super busy part of my life as far as, like I said, I'm busy, but I'm busy with work. That's not fun stuff to journal about. So I'm not like really spending my time doing fun stuff to journal about. Hopefully that'll change, hopefully by March, that will change. But right now that's kind of where it is. But so that's where I'm trying to get into the weekly is I feel like I want to make sure I'm actually journaling, and that's where the wins and successes, like I'll be noting like little things is what my hope is. And the affirmations and gratitude. Now I have not been doing gratitude. I started doing affirmations, like intermittently. I think I want to get back into that. Especially maybe in my daily journal, my daily planner. It's my hemlock and oak. That's why I keep calling it a journal, because it initially was a journal. Now it's a planner. There's like a space at the top where you can write today's focus. I think I want to either write daily affirmations on there or put quotes on there. Like I have a lot of sticker quotes from Martina's Sticker Company. I can put that in there. So that's like what I'm thinking. So I'm going to give myself a 3. Because I feel like as busy as I felt this month and stuff like that with work, I feel like this is something that I should have pushed myself to do just because of the first of the year newness. I have not finished doing this. So this is prioritizing mental balance. I wanted to incorporate daily activities that reduce stress and anxiety. We'll just do a 1. No, daily. Because I was gonna say, like, I feel like doing like fun, creative stuff like this, and like I've been doing a lot more in my journals and being creative in my journals, and that has been stress reducing. But that has now become a weekend thing just because I don't have time during the week to do it. So, yeah. And then daily journaling as a way to reflect and let out emotions. We're gonna say that's a 0. That doesn't even get a color because I can't even give it a 1. Like I can do the 1 here because I've done like a few things. Like I said, I am kind of like having a little bit more fun creatively because of my abundance of journals that I'm using now. So that's why that's a 1, but it's the daily factor that I haven't been doing. So I've been doing no daily journaling, but I've been creative journaling. I have been like doing my 3-year journal, which is just like a 5-year journal where there are prompts in there, but it's not this type of journaling where it's like to let out emotions and reflect. Like even the new weekly journal I have, that's not the purpose of that. So this is more of that Dear Diary type journaling. That's usually what I refer to it. Prioritize connections with friends. Reach out to friends weekly. We can give this one a 2. Because I think I might have done that like once. I do have plans for February, but I just haven't been doing this. I just haven't been doing it. I don't even think I need an explanation for that. Schedule outings and quality time monthly. I have an outing scheduled. Did I really do that though? I have scheduled something for March, possibly. So, and that was me. That was me initiating. So I'll give myself maybe a 4, but I've been so busy. Like I was thinking about going on a cruise. And I just haven't been able to even like plan it. And that would have to be like end of February, beginning of March. So at this point, I don't think it's going to happen just because of the air travel and stuff that I would have to coordinate. If I could drive, it would be a lot less to think about. You just have to book the cruise, but being you have to like figure out travel and stuff like that, it becomes an issue. Quality time with parents. New experiences and adventures. Nope, did not happen. And then weekly, I've done it weekly, but I'm gonna give myself a 5 because they've been coming over to my house and I feel like I need to do a little bit more. So that's why I'm giving myself a 5, and I'll just say need to do more. Some of these I'm flying through because they're more like personal type things. So I don't really know that you guys care about that. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So I want one solo outing each quarter. So because I didn't do it now, it's fine. But y'all know I didn't do it. Did I even do a social outing in January? I don't think I did. Like 2 weekends were like winter weather. And then my weekdays have just been crazy. So I have to give myself a 0. I think even the more than half the week. There were times where I didn't move my car in an entire week. Like 4 or 5 days. Maybe not an entire week. So we'll just say 2. I'll say hermit life. We'll just say hermit life. Okay. Inventory. Okay. We're getting positive. I think we're going to get a little bit more positive now, y'all. Reduce frivolous spending. Y'all, I think January was pretty darn good. And given the fact that I was in the house a lot, I think that speaks volumes because I do most of my spending online. And a lot of times when I'm in the house a lot more, that's when I spend a lot more. So, yeah, I think I did okay there. So I'm going to actually give myself an 8. When it came to crafts, I would have to figure out how much I spent on crafts. I know I went to Michael's and spent like a little bit less than $20, but I also bought some home decor with that was on clearance. I think for like $8. I think I may have spent $10 there. And then I bought a washi organizer. I think that's it. I did buy a subscription box, but it was a one-time. And I'm not calling that frivolous because it was a good deal. It was like half price. That's why I'm not at a 10. It wasn't a no spend month, but it was a good spend month. Increase savings. I'm going to just give myself a 5 because I've been continuing. I haven't really been increasing it, but I've been continuing. So I'll give myself a 5. So the same savings amount, low spend month. That's how that kind of came in here. Oh, we're already done. Okay. So what I did here was I had 3 boxes. Duolingo, Spanish daily, and Spanish writing exercises. So for January, first half, great. Second half, bad. Like at this point, I hadn't even done it. And the problem with that I'm having is it's fine if I'm not like every day doing it. I would like to do it every day. But I feel like if I don't do the Duolingo, then I don't do the Spanish writing. And I don't even do them at the same time. So I don't know. It's like just a mental thing. Hand lettering practice. January. We'll just put 0 because it didn't happen. New experiences. 0. Didn't happen. Cleaning routine. Started creating schedule. I just haven't finished it. And the bad thing is I started that like 2 weeks ago. Declutter one area each month. I really wanted to declutter the bedroom. I did not declutter the bedroom, but I did declutter some of my closet. So I'm going to put that in here. Research, schedule vacations. I'll say go wild. That's going to count. And then research local upcoming events. Yes, I have done that. I just haven't booked anything. But I'll just say yes. All right. So that kind of encompasses most of this. I'm not going to go through this because a lot of this stuff is going to be repetitive when it comes to the new month. So I've already set up for February. I use stickers from Posh Winter from Live Love Posh. Not sure if it's still available. If it is, I will link this book down in the description box. We'll see. It's an oldie but goodie, so it might be long gone. But there are several like floral sticker books from Live Love Posh that are still great. All right, so we are going to talk about focus areas first. My focus area this month is, okay, so first of all, focus area is truly going to be on my fitness. That is going to be one of them, but that isn't another thing. But I'm still going to put that on here just so like that is something I'm really working on. I didn't touch that as far as in these goals because I have a completely separate planner that's housed in that I'm doing goal setting in that specifically. So I just actually set up my February goals for fitness and wellness, but that is going to be a major focus because I'm on the right path with that. I haven't been like 100%, but I feel like I've been decent and I'm definitely going in the right direction, especially when it comes to like nutrition and wellness. Fitness, I've been slacking again with the busyness and the laziness, but I'm trying to get that in order this month in February, because if I can get that on track then that becomes part of my routine. There we go again with the word routine. If that becomes part of my routine, my fitness routine, then that area of my life, I want everything to become routine in that. So I want my fitness, my wellness, my nutrition to all become like more of like habit/routine. So even though, like I said, that's not something I track in this particular journal, I'm going to put it in here because that is a major focus area and you'll see why when I get to my routine. Okay. The other is going to be routines. And I'm going to say AM, evening, PM, maybe midday. So like I'm saying AM, evening, PM. Usually when I talk about routines, my AM and my PM were usually pretty solid, but that's because it was more stuff that I have to do. You know, you think about it, you get up, you get ready in the morning. That's routine. But I need to kind of start incorporating other things into the routine. So that's what I mean there. And I think that's pretty much, I really do need to work on the social aspect of it. But I think I'm just going to give myself grace for the month of February because it's still going to be another busy work month. And you're going to couple that with still winter. I'm still exhausted. I'm hoping to kind of remedy that. I think that's like, health related stuff. So hopefully I can like figure that out with supplements and things like that. So this is what I'm going to focus on. I think when it comes to March, I'm going to probably put a little bit more on my plate when it comes to focus and things like that, because things should lighten up just a tad, just enough for me to like incorporate other things into my kind of life. All right. So then right here, I just kind of want to note to-dos. I have an area. Where did I put it? Right here. So like first quarter, I have to-dos here. I have kind of just things to kind of keep in mind. So like I said, busy work schedule. So like I knew I was going to be busy. Go Wild tickets on sale. So I've already done that. So I'm looking at January. For February, my dad's birthday. So we know my dad's birthday is coming up. Oh, I need to do a lot of stuff this month. So I'm just put dad's birthday. That's going to encompass birthday stuff. But I also need to start getting window quotes, because I'm like aiming for like, if I get windows, I would like to have a spring install. So I figure I need to go ahead and get my quotes now. So I need to get window quotes, shop insurance, book Indy flight. Can I just do... Okay. I think that's all I have to do this month. I might end up, yeah, it's hard to think about the month as a whole. I'm better at a weekly level. Okay. And then what I really did like what I did last month was I divided everything up. So it's the things that you do monthly. So that means every single month I have to do these. So these are going to stay the same. You can see it's like create a monthly routine, massage, social outing, monthly budget, subscription audit. That's something I have to do every single month. That's never going to change. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. All right. The one thing I did not put on here is a massage. I have a massage membership. So I'm no longer going to put that on here as something that like I need to do every month. I'm already paying for it. I'll do it every month. It's fine. That's just how my brain works. The one time, I do want to put the one time on here. I skipped that one. So basically I need to do, we're going to keep putting IRA investments on here until it gets done. I'm going to leave that one as is because actually some of this could go up there. Like the Switch Trash Company probably should have went up there, but that's okay. So that's all I have for that. My weekly, I keep flipping back because I think it's going to be the same. That's why I didn't really want to go over this, because it's going to pretty much be the same because I need to weekly reset. So I'm going to keep that on here. I'm going to just handwrite it and then I'm going to come in and do the bullet points in a minute. So weekly reset / reflections. I'm putting that in here. It's what I'm supposed to do as part of my reset, but I want to put that in here. Now, last month I said time tracking a minimum of once a week. I did not do that. I did that twice last month. So I want to time track. I'm going to put daily. I will not be checking this off. I can tell you that right now. But I feel like putting it down daily means that I will do it more often. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to do it once a week. So instead of doing it, I guess I had 5 weeks in January. I did it twice. So maybe if I say do it daily, then at least I'll do it like a couple of times a week is my goal. So it's like, it's kind of like one of those tricks I'm doing, you know, kind of like say I need to do it more just so I'll do it the amount of times I really want to do it. Track spending. That I am actually have not been good at that, but it's fine. I do it where at the end of the month, everything's in my budget planner. So I know how much I spent for the month. It would just be nice to do it weekly so I can reevaluate it each week to see if, oh, I just spent this amount of money on crafts. So next week, even if there's a good sale, I'm not going to spend money on crafts. I said crafts, not crap, which sometimes it is, but yeah. Digital declutter, that is something I need to do weekly. I kind of do that, but I need to really do my computer. So I need to focus on the computer this month. I need to do, okay, we're gonna put that there. It's getting slow because it's just so full. And then I said deep cleaning of the house and time with parents and reach out to friends. A lot of these, with the exception of the weekly reset, a lot of these, if I skipped it or in the time tracking, I guess this should have gone on daily, but that's fine. If I miss like a week, I could do it the next week. It's not like the end of the world. But yeah, I still want to do them weekly. We're going to put on here now time, family time. And connect with friends. So I know all of these are supposed to be like 4, but these are the ones I really need to make sure I'm doing at least once a week. All right, and then that brings us to daily. So I'm going to put the time tracking here because this is where it should have been now that I've moved it. Now this is, I have to remember what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I want to do Spanish practice. All right, and then this is like, you know, daily planning, routines, goals. I'm good at putting that stuff in my planner. It doesn't matter if it's in your planner. It's whether or not you follow through, and that's where the problem is. We're going to say mental health check-ins. I'm not going to put reading on there anymore. I'm already doing that. Yes, I probably should put it on here because then I can check something off, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm putting stuff that I'm really struggling with on here. I'm calling my weekly one my memories journal. That one I need to do weekly, but I have my Dear Diary journal and my mental health check-ins. I want to start doing that in my planner, just to make sure I'm doing it, because eventually if I become like a daily Dear Diary journaler, that's how I'm going to differentiate it. That could encompass the mental check-ins, but right now I don't trust myself to do this daily, so I need to keep them separate. All right, I think that's pretty much how I'm keeping it this month. I've already nixed the hand lettering and astrology and things like that. I do need to get out of the house, but I'm just going to keep that as is. So when we talk about AM routines, I'm not going to set one for my midday right now because that just changes based on the day. For the most part, my AM might change somewhat, but the majority of it stays the same. The stuff that I'm good at stays the same. It's those other things. So we're going to do AM, evening, and PM, which is my bedtime. We'll put bed. And AM is like wake. Okay. So I'm going to put on here, the first thing I'm going to keep up with is like skincare. Hygiene stuff I don't put on here because again, that's like habit. It's essential. I know that stuff. It's the skincare. It's the skincare that should be essential, but you know, like it's not the end of the world if you forget to do your skincare. It to me is like the end of the world if I forget to brush my teeth. So, you know, there's a distinction there. So like I'm not gonna put like the daily hygiene stuff on here, but I'm gonna put like the skincare on here because that's stuff that you can skip and I don't want to skip it. The other thing I still want to get back to doing is Duolingo. I would like to do, maybe I'll put like an offshoot over here and be like some mornings. Oh, what did I just do there? I have no idea. And I'm going to white it out because it's bothering me. So some mornings I want to do a like AM wake up yoga. I've seen it on like apps and stuff. I need to explore the Peloton app to see if they have like a wake up yoga. And what I mean by wake up is not like, I'm not going to be doing like the triangle pose or anything like that, but it's more of like get the body going kind of thing. And I would love for this to be part of my morning routine because the one thing I want to do, this pen is skipping. This is my Uniball 1. It is skipping like crazy. I do not want to lay in bed for more than 45 minutes after wake. And y'all might be like, oh, wow, you have to lay in bed that long? Yes, because I wake up really early. I wake up too early. Like sometimes I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. If I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, that means my body, when I wake up, I'm like ready to go. It's not like I wake up and I look at the clock and I'm like, oh, I can't go back to sleep now. It's almost time to wake up. And you know, you're still struggling. This, I'm like waking up ready to go and I like, watch YouTube, scroll my phone, do stuff like that for like over an hour until I have to start my day. When this, like the whole 45 minute, the reason why I put a 45-minute limit on it is because if I wake up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, then like maybe 5:30, 5:45, maybe that's when I can start doing my morning yoga. Or maybe I can come and film a video. Like do things like that. So like I really need to, like I don't want to say start my day earlier because if I sleep until 6, then I won't have time to do anything else. But like if I'm waking up at like 5, then I have time to do some stuff. So like I don't want to just lay in bed until like 7 to start my day. So AM is kind of general. I'm gonna go ahead and do a PM because that's also pretty easy. So we're gonna say skincare, stretch, journal. Actually, it's not easy. because there's two things that I'm struggling with. The journal is going to be bedtime. That's kind of what I want to do. Like, I have my medicine on my bedside table, and I'd like take that, do my skincare, and then I would like to add journaling right after that. Usually I do that and then I pick up my book. I would like to add journaling and then pick up my book. And then we'll just say read, because that's just what it is. I think that's it. I don't think I really need to do anything at nighttime. My nighttime is okay. I just really need to incorporate those two things. Here is the fun part. I think I'm gonna start writing over here in case I need to, 2 lines. So, okay. So I have to do my daily cleaning as part of my evening routine. And my daily cleaning is a quick clean, like 15, 30 minutes, you know? And on the days that it's like my floors, I can like run my Roomba. I still have to do the kitchen, but like run, because like the Roomba could not go in the kitchen. But like daily cleaning, it should be fine. It's usually like a room a day is kind of how I roll with it. With a couple of rooms you obviously have to touch every day, like the kitchen, the living room, the office. But those can be done like whenever. But this is what I need to do. The other thing I want to do in the evening. Oh, wait a minute. I'm forgetting my planner check-ins. We got to write my planner check-in in the morning. That's kind of routine, but I'm putting that on there because daily planning. when you're a daily planner, you really need to do it in the morning. So daily cleaning. I'm going to put workout, but sometimes that can move to midday, maybe, possibly, hopefully. Some days, maybe not, probably not. So we'll say workout. I would like to add a de-stress activity here. I really need to do meditating. That will be more bedtime. I'm not going to add it. But I would like to add a de-stressing activity. I don't care what that is at this point. Whether it be playing in my planners, not necessarily filming a video, but like just playing in my planners, like mindlessly doing something. That's kind of what it is. So I kind of want to do like mindless, but not mindless scrolling. Like mindless things that is like just stress relieving. You know, scrolling is not always stress releasing. All right. I don't think there's as much to do as I thought I need to do here. We need my planner check-ins. I put planner / journals because there are journals, like I don't need to check in with a journal every day, but there are certain journals that I do need to check in at least some point during the week. So I want that as part of my evening routine. And then I would like to do like a hobby thing. So I think the last things I'm going to put is like friend, family, check-in. You know what? That's it. That's all I'm leaving for right now. Because I think my de-stress activity could be like if I want to do like hand lettering or something like that. Like I took that off of my actual like goals, but I could still do it. It's just I don't want to have the pressure of doing it every day because I didn't do it any. I think I might have done it twice. So that I did do it twice, but 2 out of 31 is not very good. Actually, it was more than 31 because I started on like the 30th. So it was like 2 out of 33. So yeah, I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. So nothing super exciting. Obviously, if you compare this to last month, we'll just do a flip through of last month. So here we go with last month. It is a little bit, I mean, I took up a lot of space with writing. I wrote smaller this month, but I definitely kind of honed in on some things and took a few things out. The weekly stuff, a lot of that is kind of where I need to start doing my focus as far as this goes, because you can see it's like, you know, time tracking, which is daily, but like the deep cleaning of the house, the memories journal, the connections, that's stuff that I want to do at least once a week. So I really need to make it a point to check these off. Once a week shouldn't be hard. That's the thing. Once a week shouldn't be hard. I should be able to check these off, and it really disappoints me that I wasn't able to check a lot of that stuff off in January. So, and then the daily stuff, I'm giving myself grace here, but I need to at least do it half the time. So with 28 days, I need to do this at least 14 times. It's kind of my thing. The daily planning does need to be done every single day, but a lot of this, I'll give, like I said, just give myself grace. I'm like, if I do it like at least 50% of the time, it's an improvement. So that's kind of what I'm striving for this month, y'all. I'm striving for like 50%. But yeah, and then I'll like start looking at this a little bit more. I did add, like I said, the AM and the PM. Like I wanted to be really ambitious with my evening. It's not crazy ambitious because the daily cleaning and the workout is sort of what I had already been doing. Planner check-ins, I kind of do that. And that doesn't take, I mean, that could take anywhere from 5 minutes to like an hour though, to be real. But I didn't want to get too ambitious because I'm adding some things here and I'm going to play around with this. So like if I still continue to wake up at like 5 o'clock and then I get up at 5:45, now do I have more time to do maybe some of this stuff in the morning? You know what I'm saying? So that's like, this is like, I'm going to be a big focus, I think this month. It should have been a big focus in February, but you know, whatever. It's never too late. All right, guys. So there we go. Yes, these videos are a little bit longer. You know, sometimes I'll throw in like it's more of a monthly reset where I do budget and stuff like that. There just wasn't time to do that today. Just because I'm like, there's a lot more goal stuff to do. So that kind of took up some of my time. So maybe we'll do those in a separate video, maybe like next month or something like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider hitting that subscribe button as well. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.